Hey, I just want to post a short disclaimer about a policy change that was made yesterday on inaugural day. Um so the new US president, President Donald Trump, signed a legal amendment that talks about at least here in the United States ending birthright citizenship under certain circumstances. So, up until that was signed, um, birthright citizenship um, was protected by the U.S. Constitution, and I did not know that till like recently. I mean, I assumed it, but um, it wasn't really a problem for me because I was born here. My mom is from Brooklyn, New York area. She's Sicilian and Italian. So I mean, yeah, it didn't really concern me. Till this amendment was proposed. I have my own personal feelings on why. Um, and I mean, I just want to put this disclaimer out there before the video that I'm posting. And yeah, if you guys feel uncomfortable about this topic, please feel free to skip over this video. And I will be posting a video about my business stuff um, later today. All right, thanks. So I'll just do the video like this. So to continue, yesterday President Trump, new President-elect President Trump, um, signed a bill that would end birthright citizenship in certain circumstances. As I'm doing more research, I'm learning this. So it might not be all overall exacting on all birthright citizenships, but technically I have a birthright citizenship um, because I was born here. Um, my dad is not from the U.S. He's from Trinidad and Tobago, so I'm French Creole. But uh, I mean, I grew up speaking French and Spanish with some of my family on my dad's side, but um, this is when I was like smaller. Anyway, my point is to some of my friends and to specific people that I know and I grew up with in California specifically, um, they they might not be protected anymore. Um, by the birthright citizenship due to this law that was just signed into office and signed into U.S. politics and economics. I'm gonna be very light on this topic because my nose is itchy. I'm gonna be very light on this topic because I know that people may have their own um, opinions, and I'm just trying to simply state my opinion respectfully and openly, and just kind of showing my support for my friends who may not have parents that were originally born in the U.S. but they were. My heart goes out to them, quite honestly. And yeah, so I mean, like I said, I know a lot of people and friends that I grew up with, especially in California, that may be negatively affected by the choice that was made, honestly, by President Trump and constituents to enact a restriction on certain aspects of birthright citizenship. I don't think that's okay, and I'm going to kind of go down the line. I believe if you're born here, you have every right to stay here. Whether if you're whether if your friends whether if your friends or family can speak the language or not. I don't really give a fuck about that. Like sorry, cussed, but it's this is gonna go on YouTube anyway. So I don't care about like where your culture comes from. As long as you were born here, I think you have every right to stay here. Okay, the only type of discrimination that I felt like close to what I'm feeling right now is the fact that I can't go back to certain parts of Trinidad because of how I look skin color wise, because I'm half Creole and all that. So, I don't agree with the policy change here in the US. Especially if it was and currently is constitution protected by the US Constitution. Sorry, the reason why I'm making such a big deal about this is because birthright citizenship is literally what I have. It is quite exactly what I have. And I talked to some friends about it, and they're like, well, you're okay because your mom's American. That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. If I was raised here, if like this is what I feel like. If I was born here and raised here, then I should be a citizen here. If I was born here, that makes sense, right? That at least makes clear sense to me because this is the country I know about, right? I know about the U.S., right? I might not have a overt sense of knowledge on everything with the U.S., but I know about the U.S. So yeah, I feel that's important. Then the other thing is that yeah yet again political education when it comes to these older politicians. Um, I'm not. I will say this because this is gonna be going on YouTube. And I need to be careful with how I phrase things. But I'll put it this way, and this is my message to the new administration, I guess. If you're born here, no matter what color you are, you're from here. Plain and simple. Whether if you speak Arabic, Spanish like I grew up speaking, or French like I grew up speaking, bro. Um, because English is my primary language, but secondary is, you know, Spanish and then French. You have every right to be here, bro. You have every right to be here. And to conclude, sorry, I had to clear my throat. To conclude, um, I mean, I don't know how many people are gonna view this. I don't know. Also, how my outreach is gonna go with this, but to anybody that comes across this video at any point in time, and your parents don't speak the same language as English. Like, sorry, this gets me emotional a little bit because, like, dude, um, let me put it this way, bro. Like, I respect you. I'm looking out for you because, for me, like, and I'll get more into that in another video on my culture and my background, but for me, I definitely, dude, I still have like identity crises when it comes to my like racial culture. I don't like to talk about it. It makes me personally uncomfortable sometimes, especially to do that in a social way, but it's what it is, man. And I will say this is that certain societal viewpoints made me uncomfortable. Like, to speak on it as a kid, and then as an adult, I'm just more private about my culture and my cultural rights and stuff like that because of political policy like this, man. Because of political policy like this. And to kind of just be like real. If you're like, this is where I stand on it. If you're born here, you have every right to be here, bro. Like, Like that's why I think if you're born here, you have every right to be here. Full stop. You have full rights, even if you don't speak the language, and that's where I'm at. You know, I mean, but also if you commit a crime here, you have full rights to penalty and justice as well. You know, so I want to put that out there as well. Like, there's none of this like, you like TV show diplomatic immunity crap, but like I'll get into that in a future video, not in like a recent video, but like down the line after I get comfortable with this digital creator stuff. All right.